Hey guys, Giunta Marine here with another midweek motivation. This week I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. I wanted to get away from Marines for a little bit, and I decided to do a Medal of Honor that a soldier in the Army received for his actions in the Korangal Valley of Afghanistan. Um, as always, it's just an amazing situation he found himself in, and he did what he had to do to keep his guys alive. Um, and it's also a lead. I'm going to provide a link in the description here for a movie called Restrepo, which is it's named after one of the soldiers, one of their docs or medics. That ended up being killed in their unit, which is what the name is for, and they ended up naming that one of their cops, their like forward post that they had that was kind of out away from everything. Um, and the movie is an hour and a half long, and it just follows this platoon. Essentially, there's a reporter embedded with him, and it basically follows their time, their year that they spent in this valley, and they had it rough, to put it lightly. Um, I highly suggest you guys, if you get the chance, to watch the whole thing. If you haven't seen it already, it is well worth the time. So the Medal of Honor here is for Staff Sergeant, then Specialist. Let's see, Salvatore Augustine. Sure, I'm gonna mess this up. Giunta. He was with Company B, 2nd Battalion, Airborne, 503rd Infantry Regiment. And this took place, as I said, in the Korangal Valley of Afghanistan on the 23rd of October in 2007. And his citation reads as follows: for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, jack that word up every time, at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, in action with an armed enemy in the Korangal Valley, Afghanistan, on 25 October 2007. While conducting a patrol as team leader with Company B, 2nd Battalion Airborne, 503rd Infantry Regiment, 173rd Airborne Brigade Combat Team, Specialist Giunta and his team were navigating through harsh terrain when they were ambushed by a well-armed, well-coordinated insurgent force. While under heavy enemy fire, Specialist Giunta immediately sprinted towards cover and engaged the enemy. Seeing that his squad leader had fallen and believing that he had been injured, Specialist Giunta exposed himself to withering enemy fire and raced towards his squad leader, helped him to cover, and administered medical aid. While administering first aid, enemy fire struck Specialist Giunta's body armor and his secondary weapon. Without regard to the ongoing fire, Specialist Giunta engaged the enemy before prepping and throwing grenades, using the explosives for cover in order to conceal his position. Attempting to reach additional wounded fellow soldiers who were separated from the squad, Specialist Giunta and his team encountered a barrage of enemy fire that forced them to the ground. The team continued forward, and upon reaching the wounded soldiers, Specialist Giunta realized that another soldier was still separated from the element. Specialist Giunta then advanced forward on his own initiative. As he crested the top of a hill, he observed two insurgents carrying away an American soldier. He immediately engaged the enemy, killing one and wounding the other. Upon reaching the wounded soldier, he began to provide medical aid as his squad caught up and provided security. Specialist Giunta's unwavering courage, selflessness, and decisive leadership, while under extreme enemy fire, were integral to his platoon's ability to defeat an enemy ambush and recover a fellow American soldier from the enemy. Specialist Salvatore Giunta's extraordinary heroism and selflessness above and beyond the call of duty are in keeping with the higher traditions of military service and reflect great credit upon himself, Company B, 2nd Battalion Airborne, 503rd Infantry Regiment, and the United States Army. Now that's pretty awesome there. If you didn't get it from that citation, basically they got ambushed. Multiple team members in his squad ended up getting separated. He rushed after and got them and provided first aid to them. And the last one was essentially being captured by the enemy and drug away, to be held prisoner. And he prevented that by immediately attacking and killing the enemy, and then racing up to prevent anyone else from getting to him, which just amazing. I love Marines, but the Army and the Navy are certainly capable of their fair share of heroism and just amazing actions. So, yeah, guys, that'll be it for this week. As always, if you have any questions or requests, please feel free to hit me up, either through here, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm on them quite often, so as always, hit me up. All right, guys, Semper Fi.